Hello guys, I hope we are all doing just so awesome this evening. Thank you so much for joining us. This is Don's Graphics here. In today's tutorial, I will be showing you how you can design a happy birthday flyer on your Pixellab application just using your Android smartphone. But please, if you are coming across the channel for the first time, make sure you subscribe and like this tutorial. Also drop your comments telling us where you're watching from. I would love to read that particular comment from you. That said, without wasting much of your time, let's get started. So I just want to begin everything afresh so you can see. So this is normally the default Pixellab page that you always see when you launch it. I'm going to delete that default text, but then go to our background setting, which is down here. So first things first, we need to prepare our background. So go to background and click from gallery. Now I already have this background downloaded, and this is it. I use a particular website called Lunapic to blur this background, right? So you can search for Lunapic on your Google Chrome browser. I don't want this tutorial to be too long, that's why I felt not really necessary to take you guys there. But if you want to learn how to blur backgrounds, you can indicate in the comment section. I will make a particular tutorial just for that. So I blurred the background, like I said, on Lunapic. So what we're going to do is to click on the 3x4. I want to use a broad size, A4 kind of size, and just send it right down. Okay, so I'm satisfied with this. As you can see, our background is already created. So I downloaded the background from Pinterest, then I used Lunapic to blur it so we can have this kind of background, right? It's much more blurry, and I think it's just okay for the task ahead of us. For the color, as for the choice of the color pink, is this design is for a lady. Okay, as you saw in the intro, it's the birthday celebration is for a lady, and this is just kind of a woman color or a feminine color, so I decided to go for this purple kind of background. I hope that is clear. If so, then let's proceed. So the next thing that we're going to do is to start bringing the images of the celebrant. So right now I have this one. Okay, I will bring it here. So this is it. What we're going to do is just to crop this image a little bit. Okay, just crop it. So and you can even reduce it in size again, and you position it just like that. Now the next thing we're going to do is to bring in the image that is like our main focus. Okay, in this kind of designs where you have multiple images of the same person, you should have an image that captivates, okay, that attracts. So this is the image here is like the focus of the design, so that's why we're making it bigger, and I'm going to use relative position to make sure that it's on the middle, and you can play with it, bring it down a bit, and go to your layer now and lock everything up. Okay, but we are not done yet. I'm still going to bring in another. So this is just basically like the same celebrant dressed in different attires, and that is what makes the design much more diverse. All right, it makes it much more diverse and beautiful. So I'm going to reduce the size of this. See how I'm playing with the images. So it's all about how creative you can be. Now push this to the back simply by clicking to back. Okay, so you can see it's to the back right now, but we're not done yet. You can now shift it a bit, okay, so that it hides to the back of the other image. Adjust it properly to make sure that they fall along the same alignment. They follow the same kind of alignment, but I'm not yet satisfied still. Okay, so I'm going to bring in the last image, and we're going to bring in the last image, which is of course this other one. So I'm going to crop it also. So this kind of design is just basically testing, or trying to test how well you can play with your images, how well can you position images. So look at what we're going to do now, and at this juncture. So what we're going to do, we're going to do some adjustment on this particular image. Okay, that's the first image, so I'm going to click on it. Let's undo it, click on it, bring it to front. Let's go back to the crop option and leave it like that so we can make it full. Okay, and let's increase it in size a bit, then we'll push it to back. Okay, so I believe you can now see the impact of that. So that is that. Let's make this one also bigger. Let's send it to front, increase it in size a bit, and push it to back once more so it can perfectly align. So all good, everything is okay, and the next thing we're going to do is to create a gradient, right? Like I promised, I'm not going to make this tutorial very long, but I'm going to be very much straightforward. So the next thing we're going to do is to create a gradient. You can select this shape, a square shape, as you can see. Go to gradient and click on the plus button. So I want to ask a simple question here. Drop it on the comment. What kind of color do you think we should give the gradient? All right, I'll be reading your comments, but just follow what I'm going to do. So this is the gradient. Click it here and click here. So we set this, reduce the opacity of this to 0, click OK, and click OK. Now you can see that we have this brown gradient. And as I was asking, which color should we give it? Should we give it the same pink or white? Okay, I'll be reading through your comments, but for us, or for what I'm going to do now, I'm going to change the gradient color to perfect white. Ask me why. Because the lady's dress is also white, so gradients or this fading kind of gradients, you must make it in such a way that it should blend, it should tie with what is on the background, okay, where you are using it. So right now you can see that the lady's image is white, so the dress is white, that's why we are maintaining the white. So duplicate this, make a copy of it. Let me show you. So make sure you click on the gradient, and you can click on the copy button, which is here. Now you have a duplicate of that. Okay, I think this is fine. You can use relative position to make sure that everything is plumped up together. So that's just okay, and we are now going to lock up everything, like all the elements. So the setting of our elements is complete. The next thing is typography. So for typography, I'm going to go to the import, and I have this happy birthday typography I downloaded from Pinterest. Here is it. So look at this. Look at what I'm going to do. Should we position it like this? It won't make any sense. And then the first thing I'm going to do is to erase the color. Go to erase color. I will do away with the white background color. So increase tolerance to about 40 or 41 thereabouts. Still fine. Then you can reduce it in size a bit. Position it here. Go to crop. Go to the crop option and try to crop this out. You can increase it a bit. Use relative position to make sure it's on the middle. Then let's change the color. Now this depends on you. Okay, you can see that the black goes well on that white surface or on that white background. Yeah, this is because black and white is a good color combination. But since I want everything to be unique, I will go and change the color to a color from the background. So I'm going to click on the plus button and sample a color from the background. Click on plus and go to the color picker menu here. Go sample this purple color from the background. So we're going to check where we have a little touch of purple, and I think I'm satisfied here. So look at it right there. You'll find out we have this purple. So here we are, and I think the purple does it much more better at that point. So we're going to reduce it in size again so we can have enough space to bring in the other necessary text. So right now what we're going to do, the next thing we're going to do is to go to new text, right? So the birthday comes up on the 2nd of February. 2nd February, or let's just say February 2nd, to make it much more realistic. Then we're going to change the color to the same. We go to fonts, and you can use any good font here, any font that is visible enough. But for me, I'm going to go for the HK Grotex semi-bold legacy, and I'm going to reduce the size of this, and I bring it here. So drag it a little more to this other end, step it up a bit. All this I'm doing using my position button. So what next? Make a copy of it, and as you can see, we have a duplicate of that text. Double tap to write the wish. So we're wishing you a beautiful birthday. So let's just say wishing you a beautiful and a fun-filled my keyboard is funny sometimes, guys. Fun-filled birthday. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, what are you really waiting for? Smash on that subscribe button, please. Like the tutorial for more other awesome and amazing content. So I'm going to write wishing you a beautiful and fun-filled birthday. Okay, and that's that. You can add more wishes if you want. There are no issues. And then we're going to position this here right now, and let's check on the size. Let's make this to be 30. Okay, and this as well, everything should be uniform. 30. Good. And make sure that it's plumped up, aligned perfectly with the first text. So we have this, and that's that for the birthday design. Okay, so now you can just save your work, save as image. If you want to save as project, it's all left to you. Just save it out. We're saving it. Okay, so here we are with the design. Now, in case you want to, make it different versions of this same flyer, after you have done saving it, what can you do? Just go to import the same design that you are just from creating. Just see how we're going to play with it. You have to be playing around with your Pixellab, and you get different results. So now go to relative size, make it 100. Okay, you can even increase it a little more. Then use relative position to tack it to the middle. Now let's reduce it a bit. It's too much brick. All right, use relative position to make sure it's on the middle. Go to layer and lock this up to check if everything is okay. Yeah, perfect. Now you can go back and unlock it, click on it. The design you are just from doing. Now go to your color filters. This is where it gets interesting. So click on color filters. So I'm doing this as another option for Snapseed. You can equally do this on Snapseed and lots of other applications that have this color filter option. But then, hey, I'm using Pixellab for this. Okay, so what you need to do is just to reduce the saturation. Okay, reduce the saturation. You might increase the brightness if you want a bit, and the contrast also. So you see that you now have another kind of flyer, right? Same design, but then a different color touch, and that is how you can go ahead now to save it out also as yet another birthday flyer for the same event or for the same design that you just did on your Pixellab application. So we are saving this out, and right now we have two flyers already designed. Let's hide the first this second one. This is the first design. Okay, also very much beautiful. Unhide the second, and you have this. So all of it, it's perfect. You can do it on your Pixellab application. Relative PNG images that I've used here will be shared in the video description below. Smash on the subscribe button, like the tutorial, and drop your comments. I will be reading through, and if you have any difficulties, just let me know. Also let me know where you are watching us from today. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I will be seeing you in the next tutorial. Peace. I'm out.